back at it, and true, period, fuck all the bullshit. I don't worry about being seen, as long as you can hear me, because the truth to what matters is what matters in you, knowing what the truth is in you in order for you to do whatever you do and how you do it. We've been taught to be non-thinking people and not the greatest creation of all to be in. How dumb down can you possibly be when you should know that the creator of all sense to make is in you to make sense and not to believe in some bullshit that don't make sense, some shit that was taught to you to believe in as a child to still be stuck on stupid as an adult. This is madness. This is madness what we're doing to each other. This is madness how we lying to each other. This is madness how we lying to the kids and not expecting the kids to lie back to us. I'm about to call up a legal line lawyer firm and talk to one of the legal line lawyers' secretaries to find out what's the reason why I haven't got a call back. With no attorney. This don't make no sense to me. Unless somebody just don't want me to get a part of something that's owed to me because of my pain and suffering and mental anguish and the shit I've been through. For my body to still be shaking, doing the things that it do. For me to be a complaint about the contract a long time ago. I got videos. So that's why I'm about to find out my attorney. What am I supposed to do? Some bullshit, people. I'm about to break it down for you.
This call may be recorded for quality assurance and training purposes. Welcome to kNOw. This is your call concerning any case for injuries.
Yes, ma'am.
And is this your first time speaking with us about this?
I think I called y'all about maybe 2-3 weeks ago about this.
Okay, so you've already given the information in regards to the
I don't remember because I called so many different attorneys waiting for a call back and didn't get no call back from no one. That's why I'm calling y'all back.
Okay, one moment for me, please.
We about to get to the nitty-gritty of knowing that these legal lying lawyers ain't really for the people. They're all about exactly how much they can get from you not knowing what the truth is.
Thank you for calling Kennedy Fortune. This is Sylvia. How can I help you?
Yes, Miss Sylvia. My name is John Norton, and I was calling because I can't remember if I called you guys. I was calling to see if you guys have my name on file for me calling there because I can't remember dealing with guarantee of contract.
What is your name?
John Norton.
What is your name?
Norton. Norton. N as in Nancy, O as in Ostrich, F as in Frank, L as in Larry, I as in Indigo, N as in Nancy.
And the first name?
John.
Joe. Thank you for your I don't have your name, Mr. Joe.
So I must not have called you guys because I've been trying to find the best attorney here in Houston, Texas, because the first law firm that I was dealing with out of California wasn't, to me, they wasn't reputable enough of attorney to handle my situation because no one was talking to me and all I was getting to talk to was aides. And like I told the aide, I needed to talk to my attorney that's handling the case. They telling me that they own the case, they take care of the case, but I still wanted to talk to that attorney at least once, and I never got a chance to talk to him. And just like I explained to them, to be in a class action lawsuit and to know that you should be in a different class, I should be able to talk to the attorney that's doing the lawsuit so I can explain to him how I feel.
But you already have an attorney.
No. That is it. I fired him before I called you guys up almost a month ago, you see, and I haven't had no attorney call me back since then. And I'm feeling alone in this situation with this Galilee contrast, and I'm a paraplegic. And in 1 year, I went under the MRI machine almost 80 times. That's
Right. The baby's not in our system, so you haven't called us. So
okay.
they can transfer you to our intake department.
Yes, ma'am.
So they can take your information.
Yes, ma'am.
Once they take your information, it will take from 6 to 10 business days to get back with you to let you know if you have a case or not. Would you like me to transfer you?
Yes, ma'am. Because like I said again, I couldn't see no how. Okay.
Thank you. May be recorded for quality assurance and training purposes. Welcome to Kennedy Hodges. Is your call concerning a new case?
Yes, so I'm lady just transferring back to you. Hello?
Okay. Were they trying to connect you to the main office?
No. What happened was I had to check to see if y'all had me down as I called you guys before, because I was trying to find the best attorney here in Houston, Texas, and I called a lot of attorneys about a month ago, and I hadn't had no phone calls back, and I was just basically calling back to find out what were the reasons why I wasn't getting no phone calls back, because I needed to really know. So found out that y'all don't have me down as someone that called in about this. So I'm calling in now to put in so you guys someone calling me back dealing with this situation.
Okay, so you need to speak to someone again about your situation then?
Yes, ma'am. Not again, because she told me that they don't have me on record. So I guess I gotta start all over.
Okay, all right. Let me get you to one of our intake specialists and they'll help you.
Thank you, ma'am.
This call may be recorded for quality assurance and training purposes. You've made the right choice by calling our law firm. Please hold and one of our experienced legal intake specialists will be with you shortly. Insurance company after an injury is not a do-it-yourself project. One misstep can be the difference between getting the money you deserve and missing out altogether. Thank you for your patience. One of our intake specialists will be with you in a moment. Getting around after a serious accident can be difficult and painful. If you can't come to us, your lawyer...
Because I ain't got shit to hide. I got nothing but the truth behind me and the truth in me.
Are you worried about how much it will cost to hire a lawyer? You can breathe easy. The initial consultation is always free. And for accident and injury cases, you won't pay any attorney fees unless they win your case. Please continue to hold. One of our intake specialists will assist you in a moment. are you calling about?
The Galilean contract class action lawsuit case.
Okay, thank you for that information. As an intake specialist, I'm going to gather your details so we can get you the help that you need. Just bear with me. And that's from the MRI die, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I have your first name?
John, J-O-H-N.
I have J-O-H-N as in Nancy. I have your last name?
Northman. N-O-R-F, N-O-R-F-L-I-N.
You say N-O-R-F.
L-I-N. L-I-N.
L-I-N, isn't it?
Yes, yes, ma'am. N-O-R-F-L-I-N. Northman.
Okay, N-O-R-F-L-I-N, isn't it? Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and I have a good contact number where you could be reached.
832-516-1111.
All right, that's 832-516-1111. Is that a cell number for you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and I'm just confirming one more time that you're calling in regards to the MRI die, and I definitely do apologize to hear that. I'm going to ask you some questions so we can get you the help that you need, and I'm just confirming you have had an MRI scan, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and when was the MRI? What date did you have the MRI?
See, all right, on the 4th month, 27th day, 2016 was when I went back to the emergency room after the doctor told me that I had contrast built up in my stomach. And I had been having problems with my stomach even back when I had complained to the doctor when I was getting the contrast put in my body that it made me dizzy. It was hot going in to stop the procedure, and they didn't stop the procedure altogether. They just stopped it for a few minutes and then said that I was going to be all right, and then proceeded. And I complained about this a lot afterwards with the dizziness and the stomach, the irritated stomach and the bowel, and I was being ignored. And I'm highly keyed off now that they have a class action lawsuit about something that I've been complaining about, to the point that when I was complaining and me being illiterate and not being able to read, I knew that people were getting a lot of things over on me. So I recorded all my doctors and everything. So I got over 8,000 and some odd hours of audio and video of a lot of recordings that I did dealing with doctors and different things that I was feeling after getting different type of medications and was being ignored. And now you're starting to see that all the symptoms that I was saying I was having, like right now, I'm shaking, my toenail fell off, and my skin is getting scaly and everything. And I'm like I said again, I've been complaining about all this, but I was being ignored. And I'm feeling now like I'm being ignored once again. That's why I'm calling you guys. And like I said again.
That's terrible. Yeah. All right, I'm definitely sorry to hear that, and that you're going through this. That's terrible. So I'll just put the last stage of the MRI was sometime in 2016. And what's the name of the hospital where the MRI was done?
See, and that's another thing. It got my memory and everything all messed up. And my provider that sits with me, I got too much evidence, too many. I'm terrified to go to the hospital for anything. I will lay here and die in my house before I go to the hospital for anything. All because of the lies that's been told to me by doctors, man. I've been told I was HIV positive. I was told I was HIV positive, and I had to go through a surgery that I didn't have to go through because I wasn't HIV positive. And the bowel obstruction that I had didn't need to have surgery. I was just a rolling piggy bank and a guinea pig, man. And I'm feeling bad because I ain't getting no help from nobody, from the law field, to having somebody legally represent me some type of way. And it's horrible. It's horrible because legal aid ain't nothing but bullshit. That's all it is. Because you get more automated services, you get to talk to a human. It's horrible for a person to have to go through something like that.
I really hate that you went through all of this, and I know that this is a frustrating situation for you. I'm definitely going to collect your information, so hopefully that our attorneys can help you and give you some type of justice that you would deserve.
Because, ma'am, this is what I'm saying. Because this is what I'm saying, ma'am. This is all I'm saying. This is all I'm saying. After I put in to the people that I talked to almost a month ago, and they talked to me and I explained some things to them, but I didn't go into details. What I'm explaining to you was what I wanted to talk to the lawyer and talk to him about. But I never got a chance to ever talk to that lawyer, but I kept on getting phone calls back from the secretaries. I did not want to talk to them. So I felt like that attorney was not going to be someone that legally represented me to the best of my ability to say that I can't read or write. So I fired them, and I have been calling attorneys ever since then. And I have had no one call me back. And I remember March the 5th, 2013, I had paramedics stop my ambulance en route to the hospital. I called legal aid about that. I ended up in a psychiatrist's office. They say that I was the one that was crazy, like that's something that normally happens. There is no stopping going to the emergency room when you're the one that called 911. There isn't. And it happened to me twice to shut up about all the complaining. And I still ain't get no attorney for none of that. I'm like, wow. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. But I'll never take my life, because I know that my life is given to me by the divine creator of all of us being here together. But I don't feel like there's no one out here that's really feeling what I'm feeling and going through. So I'm going through it with just me and the creator. And I'm strong, sweetheart. When I say I'm strong, you gotta look at it. I haven't been back to the hospital since they told me I was HIV positive, and I went through the bowel obstruction. They done took out my gallbladder and my appendix, and I was still having the same stomach problems. So it's all got everything to do with it.
Yeah. I really hate that, Mr. Nelson. Like, that's so unfortunate. And to be treated that way, and especially to be ignored, and nothing's really getting done about it. I can't even
imagine, because
imagine.
reason why I say you couldn't imagine it, sweetheart. I'm a paraplegic, so just imagine every time I go to the hospital, they throw me an MRI. Every time. And when I went back this time, because they messed up my condensate things, the things that I use for my personal hygiene, they didn't give me the stuff that I sleep with, so I had to leave a rubber catheter in myself. I do a lot of moving around because I don't want to get no bed sores because they still ain't giving me the right bed. So they doing everything that they can possibly do to get me back in the hospital where I will not go for nothing. But I end up going because I ruptured the inside of my penis with the catheter. And when I went inside the hospital, after not going to the hospital since I was HIV positive on diagnosis with, to the doctor coming back and telling me how he came to diagnosis after I talked to the infectious disease guy about the medication that I was going to start on for the HIV. After I told the infectious disease guy that I remember this guy from 5 years ago, having a situation in the hospital with him before, and next thing you know, the doctor comes back and tells me the reason why he came to the conclusion that I was HIV was because it was understaffed and the nurses made a mistake with my paperwork. So like I said again, that's not something that you come and just tell somebody. And they told this doctor that I was critical, and he came in my room and told me that I was HIV positive, man, when I was critical. And when I called my provider up, I was hysterical. And my provider calmed me down. He said, John, there's no way possible you can be HIV. He came in and told me that. He could have killed me then, but he didn't. But like I said again, I didn't get no attorney, no legal representation for that. And I got so much evidence to the point where I wouldn't want none of these attorneys that I've been called to be recommended to the point where someone will lose their jobs because a job is too hard to find. But we got to start getting to the truth and stop all this bullshitting around because it's horrible how people are being treated because they don't have no money.
Absolutely. It is definitely terrible how people, are just being treated in the whole healthcare system, and I really,
I'm gonna tell you, I don't mean to cut you off, sweetheart, because you always ladies first. That's how I am. But I want to say this here. It's not a health care system. It's a killing you by you not knowing the truth is the doctor gets paid to get medication in you, and as much medication that they can get into you, the better for their pockets. And then the FDA is allowing all these different medications to go across, and then it's hurting the people, and then they want to come back after people got hurt. That's bad because your lawyers are doing nothing but a class action lawsuit, so that's kind of like turning into a monopoly with lawyers and the judges and the pharmaceutical companies. And like I said again, I can't read or write, and I've been trying to learn how to read or write, but I can't get it. But I know why. I don't need to know how to read or write to know the truth is inside.
Absolutely. And that's definitely true. And I'm just confirming, so you have been injected with that gadolinium dye before, which has caused your injuries. Have you ever suffered from any kidney disease or any other related?
I'm on paraplegic from a car accident in '98.
Okay. You said you suffer from what injuries you suffer from that MRI dye?
Unserviced stomach, my real bad pains in my stomach, the itchy feeling, my toenail fell off, my skin getting like hard, and spots all on the bottom of my feet, and the ants feeling like they're crawling on my arms, and sometimes it be hard to breathe, and headaches, and it's so much to the point now, man. I don't take no medication, but I take good care of my body by what I eat and how I exercise my heart, body, soul, and mind. And I'm just disgusted in our system to the point where I see exactly how broken the system is. But I can let you hear one of my tapes right here.
Have you ever been diagnosed with nephrogenic fibrosing?
Ma'am?
Chemotherapy?
Chemotherapy?
Have you ever been diagnosed? Have you ever been diagnosed with the neophrogenic fibrosing chemotherapy?
As you did. I wouldn't know how you would be diagnosed with that if the doctors. I can say that the doctor's not doing their due diligence in their job to the point where every time I come in the hospital and complain about different things to my doctor, it's almost like I'm being ignored. Like I'm saying something that don't make sense.
Okay.
And that's why I started taping all my doctors. Because for them to be answered line with me asking questions is unacceptable to me. And for me to be dropped from different doctors all because I was asking questions about the different medications they were trying to give me. It's crazy because I got proof of all this here, and I still could never get no one to see exactly how bad I'm being took advantage of because I can't read or write.
I'm so sorry about that. Have you experienced any lynchings, blistering, or stiffening
That's what
of the skin or any other
that's what I was saying about my toenail fell off when I was talking to my social worker, and I was trying to get her to explain to her exactly how the gadolinium and got my feet and got all hard and got brown spots under it, and I should be walking by now. And what I mean I should be walking by now, all my hindering was my doctors trying to keep me medicated. See, and ever since that happened to me with me being classified with HIV positive and going through the surgery, after that death, leaving the hospital to be told from the creator not to never go back, and the doctor telling me that if I stopped taking the medication, I was going to die. But look at me. When you know better, you do better. I haven't been in the hospital except for when they made me go back because what they did was not giving me my supplies. So when you look at how many times I've gone in and out of the hospital, 4 and 5 and 6 times a month, ma'am, it's only the creator the reason why I'm still alive.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm glad that you're still better and you've been able to, take care of yourself, take yourself off the medication and take care of yourself.
Because of you. Because of you. It's because of you. It's because of you. Let's be careful. It's because of you. The woman. What I mean by it's because of the woman. It's the balance of me knowing who the original creator is on this planet and me just be a donator to you being the original creator. Because you don't even much know why it's your birthday when you was just born. You ain't do shit to deserve no day. The mama put in all the work for you to come here with the creator giving her that gift. So like I said again, I know way more than the average person should know because I went into the life to be enlightened to know. And the things that I can explain to people after I gave up on life and life was given back will blow your mind. Like I said, it's time for the truth to come out, and I got nothing but the truth coming out of my mouth because one thing about when you know the truth, you should be able to explain what you're talking about in detail. And I can explain everything I've been through in details, and then I got the videotape to go along with it. Because like I said again, sweetheart, the creator put this shit like this. And it is what it is.
Well, that definitely makes me proud, and I'm, definitely happy about that. Have you been diagnosed with any other skin condition after the MRI?
Like I said again, sweetheart, with me telling the doctors, I got the little, no one classifies what none of this shit is. I just got on what they call that, lotions and shit to put on my feet and stuff. And like I said again, the truth is all that matters is you knowing what the truth is. And I know that the truth is the doctors don't care about my health at all or they be telling me to eat healthier. So like I said again, this is something that should have been addressed and now it's time to address it. And it's time to get to the bottom of it because like I said again, my body gonna tell the story to show that it ain't a story, it's the truth.
So I'm gonna put here that you definitely have been suffering from skin issues, but the doctor hasn't diagnosed you with them, neglecting to even hear you out on your injuries that you're suffering from this gadolinium dye. Bear with me.
Because when you sit there and you think about it, I don't know when this class action lawsuit ever started, but I know that I've been years and years and years ago talking about how the contrast when it go in, it makes you warm, and I taste it in my throat, and next thing you know, I'm sick until they give me some what they call that there, some type of non-throw up tablets, so you can't throw up. So I'm saying it's crazy how they got all type of medications to keep medication in your body when your body trying to reject it because it don't belong in your body. But they'll give you a medication that'll keep it in your body, and then that medication will end up having a side effect, or you end up having another medication. Man, I was on too many medications, man. Too many medications for the doctor to tell me that if I had stopped taking the Baclofen, it was going to stop my heart from working because it was a muscle relaxer. Man, that's what I was always afraid of because I always felt like my doctors know best. But now I know my doctors ain't doing nothing but getting paid off of me.
Yeah, that's terrible. And do you have any alternate numbers where you can be reached, Mr. Northland?
I'm going to give you my provider number because I got, let me tell you how bad it is. I got a channel called trUtH, period, F all the bullshit. And I got a smartphone, I got 6 smartphones, I got a smart tab, I got a 2-in-1. And the FBI blacked out one of my smartphones. And all my tablets don't work. And I got 4 other phones that don't work. I got this phone and 2 other phones that don't work, but I use them to do videos because they got different email addresses on it where I can sneak past and do different videos because they censoring all my videos now because of what I talk about. And I talk about the love of us all coming together to know that the Creator is that unconditional love that you can't explain or control. And it's bad because they sensitive me, so I can't get a hold to just the people that know it's all about what's in them, not what's out of them. Because all that there is to be is in you to make sense. Because you ain't supposed to be believing in nothing that don't make sense. Because first of all, you're a full-grown adult. You're supposed to be that took the time out to think about and filter everything that you do before you do it through your heart. And then if it don't make sense, why do it if it don't make sense? It ain't coming from the divine creator making sense. I'm just trying to tell you.
I appreciate that, for real. Okay, so we can just leave it at the 1111 number. Might have a zip code
77082. 77082, Houston, Texas. 7.
Okay, 77082, that's Houston, Texas.
Yes, ma'am.
Might have the street address?
Brent Rock Drive. 12903 Brent Rock Drive. Because like I said again, yes, BRENT.
And what it comes to, did you say Brent?
Rock. Brent Rock. R-O-C-K. Yeah.
Okay, and it's drive. And I just have to confirm, is that an apartment or unit number associated with you?
703.
Apartment 703.
Because look at you.
I have this street number as...
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
No.
From the street number is 12903.
Brent Rock Drive. Yes, ma'am.
Brent Rock Drive. Okay. If I have an email address...
See see that's another thing. They don't let me get my emails. It's just like I said, I'm being ostracized off of everything, but I feel your energy, baby, is powerful, and I'm loving it because you are a person that's there to help, and you're not really in it for the money, but the money is good. But what I'm telling you overrides money all type of ways, simply because money is what makes us funny against each other. And we should already know that if money is making us funny against each other and God we trust, what are we really trusting in? Something that we don't know trusting in because it was taught to us. See? And that's the throw out part about how much people will put money over people. They don't know no better. So if you don't know no better, you can't do no better. I know better now. That's why I'm doing better now.
Yeah.
That's why when I get a chance to see you, I'm going to stand up and give you a hug out of my wheelchair. Because that's exactly how much I've been working with the divine creator with my body compared to what they've been doing. So when I say what I say, when I can show what I say, that is what I know what I'm doing. So, there ain't no bullshit here, baby girl.
Well, I definitely appreciate that. And I want to thank you for providing your information. And I'm just confirming you haven't talked to anyone at our office about the situation. And Mr. Northland, I'm definitely going to get this file over to our attorney.
I know you are.
Review your information.
Sweetheart, look, listen to me carefully. Since I didn't just talk to you, all you did was strengthen me more to if I don't hear back from you guys, I'm going to do what I have to do, and that's get a paralegal. And when I get a paralegal and have the paralegal help the handicapped, me and that paralegal, I'm going to make sure that paralegal is smart enough to pass the board, but ain't going to pass the board to be a legal line lawyer. You see what I'm saying? And we're going to start something totally different from that perspective of nobody passing the board. It's going to be under my firm, because as I get finished suing Galilee or contracts, I'm going to start my own legal firm of legal talking people, not legal lying lawyers. You know, because I ain't got nothing against those lawyers, but I got a lot against, I know now they be lying about a lot of things, because I got a lot of tapes on them too, because just like y'all tapes are being recorded, mine are too. But I'm like I say again, I'm loving your energy. I feel like yourself. I know one thing, when I get finished with them, I'm going to end up hiring you. Because I would love for you to be the one answering my phone, dealing with what the truth is. Because we ain't going to be bullshitting at all. Because they already trying to kill me, sweetheart. Because I woke up with a purple chest. And nobody would tell me what happened after the surgery. And When I came back, they said, "Welcome back, Mr. Northman," sarcastically. And that's when I started crying and was like, I want to go back to where I was. I don't want to be here. I want to go back. But the Creator told me, one thing about the divine time, John, you ain't mine until it's time. So go back out here. I got something for you to show them. So I live my life not to the left, not to the right, because I know what straight is. I'm as straight as an arrow shot at a target, not gonna hit in the middle, sweetheart. I'm as sharp as a razor that can cut a hair for to put down the middle, sweetheart. And once I learn how to read and write, sweetheart, I'm gonna write something so divine down for people to to read, because people seem like they read better than they listen, sweetheart.
Yeah. Well, I definitely, support that, and I definitely think you should keep going, doing what you're doing, and it'll definitely come to the light.
Look, you look. Thank you for saying that, because you are the light that I came to. You see, I just called you. You see, girlfriend, I feel exactly what time it is as the divine is creating this here for us to be in right now. And what it is the truth. Just as well as what you doing, the truth got to come out. And you are the truth, sweetheart, because you got a passion for what you do. And I know that you will want to be more towards all the truth than being halfway.
Absolutely.
Nah, that's what I'm talking. Absolutely,
All right. Well, I'm going to definitely get this file over, Mr. Northland, and I definitely wish you the best.
Hey, it is what it is. I got the best. I done talked to you already. I'm girlfriend. I'm good.
Okay.
Listen to me. I'm good. I'm good. Your energy picked me up. Yeah, your energy picked me up from a low place that I go to that low place because I got to go to that part of my heart that's been hurt. You heard me? So that's my emotions coming out to show my pain, suffering, and my mental anguish, because I got a company that didn't come off the ground because I was too busy dealing with my stomach. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if I got a company that I was supposed to have started and it never got off the ground because I was too busy going back and forth to the hospital, but nobody was telling me nothing, but I was steady complaining about it was my stomach, and now they're telling me that it's the contrast, that's bullshit. So I thank you again, sweetheart. I thank you again. And what's your name again?
No problem. Jaquita.
Miss Jaquita, you gonna be in a blessed way, simply because the truth is the truth. There's no such thing as here today, gone tomorrow. Here today, gone today, because nobody's promised tomorrow. You can die right now. You see? Because the truth that matters is all that's in you that matters. Because the truth is all we got. And that is the unconditional love of the divine creator within us, to make us creators too. But we've been taught to believe in things like Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and then the God, the Jesus, the Holy Ghost, and the devil too. All because someone wanted to control what we think and what we believe in to what we fear. Most people fear death, of going to hell. But one thing about death, it's going to come when it's time. And that's with the divine creator of all this. So when you look at, why would the Creator create somewhere for you to suffer for eternity when we live in a circle of life? You coming back in here, but what you're going to come back in here to be is what you leave out of here being. If you leave out of here being a roach, you're coming back in here as a roach. Remember when you had hands and didn't do nothing with them. I done been in the light, to be enlightened, to know what's straight, not what's to the left or to the right or backwards.
Absolutely. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Everything that I tell you is going to make all the sense for you to think for yourself. Like, for instance, they said that this whole planet started, this whole situation started with the Big Bang Theory. Right or wrong? And that's everybody's theory now, because they got that theory from the little dude in the wheelchair. Now, here's another little dude in the wheelchair that went into the light to be enlightened. All of this didn't start with no Big Bang. They always want shit to blow up. This started as an orgasm. The Creator created itself all out of a feeling of being alone. What is alone? How is it spelled? It's spelled A-L-O-N-E. You put the line that we walk on in the middle, and you got all one. It is what it is.
Absolutely. I feel that. Well, I definitely hope you have a great day, Mr.
You do the same.
I'm going to send this file over.
You do the same. You do the same, sweetheart. I always have a great day because I'm always thinking about you. I'm not never thinking about myself no more because I know the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I definitely wish you the best, Mr. Lawson. I'm going to go ahead and get this file over so that the attorneys can get in touch with you, okay?
And I thank you for giving me my energy back to me as I gave it to you. Love you. Have a nice day. Have a nice. Hey. Now that's how I know. Look, that's how I know I'm gonna hire you because you just told the truth straight from your heart. I'm just trying to told you. Don't tickle me to death like we people like you. Tickle me. Because I already know what's in me and it's in you too. The same truth. It's in all of us. But the thing about it, we was taught to be dumbed down, not to know, to just stop and be stuck on believing in something that don't make no sense. And the Creator make all the sense in the world for you to be making sense too. Right or wrong?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I'm just helping you get on. Because your light inside you is not on. Why it's not on? Because somebody done turned it off. Because they got you believing in stuff that are knowing. So you have a beautiful, blessed one. Yeah, like I said, blessed with the Creator of knowing. Not blessed with the Creator that's showing something different. Because I say to you, just like I noticed, why would a father sacrifice his son and have his son suffer and die for anyone? Think about it.
Have to think on that.
Oh, yes, you will. Because it's your heart that's touching you. Because that's where you really feel. Hey. I don't talk to people ass no more. I talk to your heart. Because your ass is full of shit. And that's what we've been taught. Some bullshit. All right, sweetheart. You have a nice one.
Yes. All right. You too. Thank you for calling Kennedy Hodges. Have a great day.
So like I said, good people. And like I say, bad. The truth is the truth. And that's all we have. And I ain't bullshitting with nobody no more. I ain't sugarcoating shit because I love you more than you love you. Because I know the truth that's in you. The love that's unconditional. I never hate no more, but I dislike a lot of things. But that's one thing that the Creator will never do. Because the Creator loves all its things. Simply because the Creator is unconditional love. Wake the fuck up. Love you. See if my shit's on. Oh, it's on. A lawyer I called today. December the 19th. I'm gonna give the terms of excuse now. Yeah. They destroying my records right now. I know they'll. Put them on YouTube. A lot. But I already know I'm cool. I'm not specialist.